Do I just say my name?
You can say like hi, like be casual. You know?
Okay. Hello. Hi, my name is Kristina Paul. That's good. I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just graduated from NYU Tisch. I was an undergrad, but before that I did community college.
Okay, right.
And I majored in business.
Okay.
And then I was just like, I'm lying to myself. I got all A's in my business classes. And I know that sounds like ill, all A's, but I felt like I wasn't being challenged the way I used to be challenged, or I wanted more out of my time in school.
Used to be challenged when and how?
When I was studying theater. Whether that meant reading something or asking myself who, what, when, where, why, breaking down literature. I was studying like supply and demand, macroeconomics, which were useful skills, but I didn't feel like that's what I wanted to spend my time studying. Like I could learn that. I would visit my school's theater department to see how I could get involved as a business major. And then I would come and I felt like I should be in that room all the time instead of using my extracurricular time to be in that room.
Yeah.
I was on the stage by myself in this theater and I just started crying. I was looking at the empty seats, the lights, and it just reminded me about like the time we were like in the Barrow Group Theater, of us being in that space, in an empty space. It was just like a couple of us, and I just felt like, no, like I belong here. My dream school was to go to Syracuse because I wanted to get out of New York. And I remembered when I graduated from Kingsborough, I figured that I missed a lot of the audition deadlines. So I used it as an opportunity to make like a 10-page sort of Google Doc with all the schools that I wanted to apply to, with all the audition dates, all the monologue requirements. And when I was researching NYU's program, their audition slot was still open. Everyone that was auditioning like knew what studio they wanted to get into. Like everyone was like, oh, Meisner, ETW, I want to go to Adler, like I want to be in playwrights. And I was just like, okay. And during my interview, Shanga from Meisner asked me, do you know what studio you want to be placed in? And I said, I thought this was like a deal breaker. I said, honestly, no. But I told him that what was very important to me was that I give back to a community, and that everything that I do is for the purpose of a greater good. Then I read Stella Adler's mission statement, and it's something along the lines of being a better actor is synonymous to becoming a better human being. And I said, okay, like this is the place for me. The power of yes and possibilities. I remember we were playing a game, and I was letting thoughts get in the way, and you guys were just like encouraging me like, yes, yes. And I was like, okay, even moments when I didn't want to say yes, but I said yes, and it opened up so much more to happen.
Yeah.
And we would do these improv games, and it was the first time I did improv in my life. And we would all add to the story, and by the end, it would be a play. And I was in high school, but I was a teenager, but there was something in me that still wanted to like be a kid.
Yeah.
Every time you guys came into class, it gave me permission to be a kid because you guys were adults. Right. Not trying to be adults. Right. You guys came in and like were kids with us. And I was like, oh my God, I never have to stop being a kid. And I remember I started like crying, sobbing, and I left the classroom, and I was just like, you know what? Stacy came out, she spoke to me, and I was like, okay, let me go back and play Kitty Wants a Corner. So I was just like, yes, Kitty Wants a Corner, and I just like pushed through and let it like feed me in the game instead of letting it be this sad thing for me. So I think maybe it also was the first time in my life where I could choose whether or not I would let something take me down or push me in a moment, you know? Yeah, and I carry that with me.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.